Hello and welcome to another video on my channel. Today we will be reviewing Prime Icon Moments Cantona. So if you wonder how he performs in the game, let's find out. Eric Cantona stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, has high medium work rates and 5-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. He also has every conceivable trait apart from the finesse shot trait, which is quite fair I must say, because Cantona's finishing was about power shots, headers and volleys, and I realized that soon enough, so you will see examples of these in highlights in just a second. At first I played him in 4-2-2 with false 9 instruction just to test out his playmaking skills, but then I switched the instructions to stay central target man combo because I wanted him to win headers, distribute passes to the wings and then make those attacking runs into the penalty box. And now let's move on to the highlights. I used engine cam style because I needed to boost that agility and balance, so with 95 acceleration and 96 sprint speed, he was able to outrun some defenders, but definitely needed to shield them off with his strength, since they were always closing in on him. Through balls are not the way to go, and I needed to adapt my playstyle to use Cantona to his full potential and make him shine in disciplines in which he shone most when he was an active player. When it comes down to his shooting, he unfortunately doesn't have unique body type in-game, and with his imposing figure it may get quite difficult sometimes to create enough space for him in crowded defense, but when you are lucky and patient enough, he can hit real bangers. I scored plenty of goals that will remind you of those he scored in real life. The most effective attacking pattern was just to get the ball to the winger and deliver the pinpoint accurate cross in Cantona's direction. So make sure you have your gigs and backhand ready on either side of the pitch. Cantona with his flawless positioning and shooting technique will bury it home with uncompromising composure and precision. Cantona's passing pleasantly surprised me as long as I stuck to dispatching the ball quickly from his feet. The passes were precise and more often than not found their target. He could play even as a false 9 striker, his passing was that good. I love using 5-star skill moves, but with Cantona I always had a second thought about using skill moves, since he felt sluggish while on the ball, never kept the ball close enough to his feet, so I ended up using L2 plus R2 dribbling technique most of the time just to get the right angles for passes and shots. high aggression stat allowed him to get some nice interceptions. His physicality is spot on as well, and he was a constant threat for my opponents, even though I must admit that plenty of defenders on this game have already maxed out physical stats as well, not allowing Cantona to excel in that area even more. You can see my final rating of this card right now. I left the pace and defending intact. I downgraded his shooting and passing slightly because of his slower animations while carrying out shots and passes. And I downgraded his dribbling because it did not live up to my expectations. On paper his dribbling looks god tier, but in reality I wasn't confident about dribbling and skilling with him. Physicality was nice, but he had a hard time sometimes winning the headers against defenders, which is a shame considering that Cantona could deliver the ball to the back of the net even with defenders on his shoulders. To conclude this review, I must say this Eric Cantona's card is a bit rough around the edges, and you need to be a bit courageous to use him since he doesn't fit fully the meta. But after all, it is Cantona, an uncouth football genius.